Welcome, ladies and gents, to Build Exclusively with Antonio T. Smith Jr. Glad to have each and every one of you on. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to all of you. Always excited for this call because you never know what's going to happen. Okay. We'll be talking about all things, of course, AI, tech, and all of those things. So while we wait on our fearless leader, what have we learned thus far and have been putting into action? What have we learned? Now, you know I'm a teacher, so we will be here with this awkward silence, okay? We'll be here with this awkward silence because somebody decides they want to tell me what they've been doing, what they learned. Don't all speak at once. I know everybody's listening to tell me. What have we learned thus far? What have we been doing?
Okay, fine, be that way. Just
Thank
be
you so
that
much.
way.
Thank you so much, Mr. Donia.
But actually, what I am doing is I'm taking on that challenge, and I like it. I even read ahead of where I really supposed to be. But when somebody gives instructions and expects a person to actually follow them, I guess I'm gonna follow them. But I like it. It's similar to something I did in my course, but it's a nice thing because it really makes you, if you do it, it really makes you think about a lot of the stuff that we put in our head is we make it up. You know, we just be making it up. So it's good. I like the challenge.
It is. It is. Thank you so much, Mr. Donia. Mr. Donia is talking about the 40-day Pathfinder challenge for those of us who are in Pathfinder. And so the challenges have been really good. Yes, she is correct. If you do them, they really make you, see yourself. They make you see yourself and really see where it is, where you want to go and what you want. Wait, Renee.
And you know what? And like what Mr. Daniel said, it really made me realize I was doing day 2. And I was like, it really made me realize that none of the things, that negative thoughts that I had about myself, none of them were true. And it was mostly hearsay from people or just different people that were like, well, Renee, you can't do this. And sometimes I would be like, well, Renee, you can't do them. But then I realized it was just a bunch of malarkey from just haters that just was trying to dull my pimpaliciousness. It can't be dulled. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's it. That's it for Renee. I said the same thing when I was going through day 2. I was like, yeah, man, none of these things I say to myself, they're not true. And they didn't come from me. They came from society, came from family,
That's right.
Yeah.
Did she say pimpaliciousness?
She did.
That's exactly what I said.
She did. She did. That is wonderful. Okay. Come on, Uncle Jerome.
I like that, Renee.
Thank you so much. I'll be thinking of stuff off the top of the dome.
Well, good deal, good deal. Anyone else want to tell what they've been learning? Good morning, Stephanie. Glad to have you on the call. Right now, okay. Come on, the momentum was going. Okay, the momentum was going. But seriously, the challenge, the 40-day Pathfinder challenges have been really, really good. Really good. And day 1 kicked it off. But yeah, like Queen Renee was saying, day 2, yeah, it makes you stop and think, hey, did I really say this? Or did somebody else say this? And I just started believing it, It's really good. Really good.
And for those that aren't participating, what they can really do. I mean, at the end of the day, what it's about our thoughts. It's about the stories we tell ourselves that prevent us from moving forward in whatever manner we choose to move forward, or the goals we say we're going to make. Everybody could do it. I mean, to the point where, take a walk, take a deep breath when you feel crazy or bad or whatever. Think about when you're in challenge, I'm just stupid. No, you just didn't know that moment. You just didn't know what to do. You don't know the next answer. If you rethink maybe even the opposite of what you think and get used to doing that on a regular basis, you'll start feeling more positive, more confident, and you'll be surprised at how it will impact your life in a positive manner. So conceptually, that's really what it's about.
Right there, Mr. Dozier. Thank you so much. Yes. Yes, ma'am, Miss Stephanie, yes. Okay, I understand. Okay, so Miss Stephanie can't unmute. She'd have to use her work voice. She's in the office. So good morning to you. Glad to have you on.
I said, you understand.
Okay, yes, very much so understand. All right. Anyone else? Anyone else? What have you been learning from anything, from the meetings, from, the replays, the Pathfinder, whatever it is that you have been learning and executing? Right now.
All right.
Okay.
So these morning meetings are building exclusively with Antonio, which means as he's building, we're building. Now I know for a fact quite a few of you, okay, got it out. Quite a few of you have been building. So what extra have you learned about the company? Does the company that you've been building look the same that it did before you started? Or whatever you were building, be it your brand?
Actually, we had to add about 6 more positions that I didn't think of for Tree and Press for the office.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
A huge deal. Morning, everybody. That's a huge deal. Good to see you here. I was in meditation. I didn't want to stop. Let's see. Adding to your business on the back end, when you've already thought of everything, it's a good reason to do artificial intelligence. Let us first, I got a good time for us today. Let us first, yesterday was Deanna's birthday. If y'all want to show her some love.
Woo! Happy birthday.
Hope you had a beautiful day,
Bishop.
John.
Turn out the one.
Yeah, I had an amazing, absolutely amazing day. Thank you all so much.
Excellent. And good to meet you, Stephanie. Good to see you as well. So shout out to you.
Bishop.
Yes, sir.
Hi, how are you? Good morning.
I'm swell.
Greetings, excuse me. Greetings.
Mhm.
I just want to respond to what Grace and Pinky was talking about. First of all, happy birthday, Pinky. For me, I'm learning from the meetings, from Pathfinder, from everything, learning to get out of my sabotager and to during my conversations with Jay, I'm learning if you ask, people will come. You just have to put yourself out there. I'm about to interview our very own Dr. Sugar on Wednesday. So just get yourself out the way and just move. That's what I'm learning.
That's a good life lesson to learn too. Listen, y'all, sabotage is a serious subject. It's a serious thing, Grace. And some of you,
Yes, it is.
Deanna included, you pass off your sabotager as righteousness. You pass off your sabotager as this is just me. So be careful with that, because whenever you feel super, super duper right about something, you're more than likely not. The universe just doesn't work that way. This doesn't. This universe is a both and place. Yes, Adonia is wrong. She is also coming from a place in which she is triggered, so she is not wrong. Just the way it is. Emotional intelligence is being able to control your emotions and creating harmony. It is not giving out justice. I'll catch that later. All right, Melissa, good job on your new 6 different positions, because you're going to need them. Did you build a personality profile or any kind of archetype for that particular position? Or those particular positions?
The architect, yeah. I need one of those.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, as much as you're going to be building buildings from the ground up, absolutely. But I did say architect, but did you build like character profiles for each job
I
description?
did.
Okay.
I did. We're going.
How fun was
I
that?
have meetings today to go over those today.
That was fun, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
That
Yes.
was easy. Yes.
Yes, that way
That
you
took
can.
away about 3 days worth of work.
Right, sure does, and which is also going to let you hire better and fairly, and yeah. So that works too. That's gonna save you headaches and millions of dollars. So good for you. Good for you. Good for you. All right then, Adonia. While you are polishing your toes, what are you struggling with? Are you struggling with anything before I give my topic?
Not struggle, just putting the time together. I have so much going on at my employment, even to the point where they bothered me this weekend and I almost got a little indignant, but I put it clear, don't ever call me off the job. I'm not an emergency 911. So it just got to the point where they have such a habit of me just being available. And I stopped. I'm not doing it. So no, not really stuck. It's just there's a lot happening right now, even at the office. So there's a lot going on. So it does require attention, but my attention is only so long. I'm not 24 hours.
Okay. All right. Y'all clap for that. That's because that's the opposite of the Adonia before Africa. Y'all clap for that. Yeah, I know she was. I don't need a life. How can I sacrifice my life for you guys? How can I fix my life for your problems? That's Adonia. Was that not what you was doing?
Well, actually, no. You know why? Because it wasn't my problem. So someone had a problem and threw it out to me, and I'm like, I'm not catching it.
So even
I'm not catching that.
But before you would catch it, and
Well,
now
absolutely.
And now you know better. Good job for you. Using artificial intelligence as 300 employees. That's what we're talking about today. Using artificial intelligence as 300 employees. Now, my hope is that you all can empty your cups. Is that okay, Jerome? Can we empty the cups? Let us empty the cups. All right. So my hope is that you all empty your cups and attempt to hear without resistance. Not that any of this conversation is going to be difficult, but programming is a hell of a drug. And as a small business owner, you have said more than once, well, I don't have a team like that person. I don't have anybody that can, would be transparent and let us know that that's like one of your number one complaints. If I had a team like them, I would be there too.
I'm there with you.
Okay, thank you so much, Aiden.
I need a crew. I need my crew.
Yeah.
My D Marie.
Exactly. I don't know why they being humble. See, this is why I be shutting calls down. I don't know. And Grace Indiana is quiet. That don't even make no sense. Let's try it again. Have you all said, if I just had more people, if I just something, right? Whatever that something was. Well, what if you were born, Jerome? What if Jerome, God made it possible? Or so right here is a bill. This is a bill, Jerome. I know you've heard of those things before. The little demons that come in your mailbox and snatch away your money. That's my definition of a bill.
And they got my name on it too.
So personalized demons that come in your mailbox and snatch away your money. Yes, little demons. And this is a water bill. So it's like a non-negotiable bill. If toilets want to be flushed around here, you gotta pay this one, Grace.
Gotta
You
pay the
gotta
water
pay
bill.
this one.
Yeah.
You gotta pay
that.
this.
You
one.
gotta pay that
this.
demon. That demon gotta be paid.
You can't put something on it. You gotta pay that one. You gotta pay that one. That's because then they tie the trash cans. I don't know what they do in other states, but in Texas, they tie the trash cans to the water bill.
That is dumb.
Yeah, so you got the trash cans, sewage, and water all in one. That's what they got. Yeah. In Texas, they make sure your trash cans are tied in, so you can't even. So your house is going to be full of trash. It's going to stink, and so is your bottom area of your body if we don't pay the water bill. And as a small business, just starting off or been doing it for 10 years, but haven't really hit that, that cruise control, you haven't hit that stream unless you're going to hire. Yes. You need just 2 extra people to help you pay these bills on time. This even sounds like a bill. Got that plastic, that little, what I'm talking about, Grace, the little
In the little window part.
the little window part. That's what a little demon sound like. Right there. So how would we pay our bill? In fact, let's look at this water bill because it's high. It's always high. It is $379. It shouldn't be that high, but whatever. It's probably 2 bills more. It's $379.41. How do we use artificial intelligence to pay $379.41? And how do we do that without working, but hiring, air quotes, employees to do that work for us and not making it such a long-term project where the $379 comes next year, Grace? Because I can't go a whole year without hygiene. Well, I can, but it won't be business savvy if I do so. Those network meetings will go a little bit different, Jerome, when I come in smelling like mop water. Be a little bit different, Adonia, when I say, hey, Adonia, it's a pleasure to meet you. And she meets my bad hygiene before she meets my hand. So how do we do that? $379. Any ideas? I have plenty, of course. That's why I'm bringing it up. That's why I had the bill sitting on camera, so I wouldn't forget.
Ask ChatGPT.
Okay, then. Ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT, how can I make $379? And of course, don't do that because ChatGPT is going to tell you as an AI model, I can't really tell you how to make money in so many different ways. However, I can give you some general guidelines of how to do this. So let's do a better prompt, because that prompt is going to get you the same energy. You ask a general question, you're going to get general answers. Grace, you seem to have defaulted to ChatGPT first, correct?
Yes.
All right. I once gave you our secret. If you need money right now, go to ChatGPT, put something on paper, and sell it. Everybody should write that down. That's going to be the basis for the next 30 minutes. So just Grace brought up ChatGPT. Go to ChatGPT. Put it on paper. Put something on paper and sell it. Give an example. Chef J is a chef. Obviously, that's why chef is in front of her name, the title, Chef J. She is a chef. And if she needs a quick $93, which her problems are much bigger than that, one little cake probably costs her $93. But you get the point, though. We just you do little money, Grace. If she needs $93, she should go to ChatGPT, put something on paper, and sell it. So what does that look like? Well, maybe she puts her sweet, famous pecan pie recipe on paper. Okay. And try this. And then she sell that and it's over. Or maybe you're like Deanna. You are the nicest person in the world, but you have the meanest mean streak in the world. You put that on paper. Maybe you're like Adonia, nicest person in the world, meanest mean streak in the world. How many of you empaths know that you're nice and mean at the same time? All empaths.
That would be me.
Okay, thank you so much. And the other thing I was calling out empaths. Okay, I'm calling out empaths. So what you do is you go to ChatGPT, you write down all the things that trigger you. You write down, Chef J raised her hand. You write down all the ways Antonio got you messed up. Not actually me, but the Antonio, could be your mom or something, whoever knows. You write that down, Grace. And then you ask for solutions to all of those things. So then you write down, I hate it when people smack while they eat, or something. That's an old folk in Texas complaint.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know what they do outside of Texas, but old folk in Texas cannot stand when you come to the table smacking. Can't stand that. Maybe. I feel like it extends past Texas. I know it extends past race. I know that much.
All the way to the East Coast, bro.
All the way to the East Coast. Okay.
And straight to Florida.
Straight to Florida. Okay, then. So this is all right. So we still got the same grandmother again. There we go. All of us still got the same grandmother. And that's smacking. So you're gonna write down. So Deanna's going to. Well, let's say you're sleepy right now. Some of you are sleepy. Now you got sleepy and angry. And you get more angry when you're sleeping. They don't let you sleep. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right then. Okay. All right. Well, you're like Adonia. You go, don't call me after 9 to 5. My business hours.
Come
from
on.
9 to 5.
That's it.
I don't know if Adonia has seen.
Is that the 5 heartbeats?
That's the 5 heartbeats. That's what Adonia say she did. My business hours is from 9 to 5. She hung somebody from the balcony this weekend. You understand? Her perm fell off. You had to throw that thing back. You know what I'm saying, Grace? I don't make me play that clip. I will play that clip. I will play that clip. She was in her white tuxedo with her black shoes, Grace. My office hours. Hang him over the balcony for calling me. That's what she did. Anyway.
Mrs. Red.
Yeah. That's it. Mrs. Red. I know you're red. There it is. That's it. My office hours is from 9 to 5. You write all that down because you're an angry person and you suffer from anger. So guess what you're going to do? You're going to write down all the anger. And you're going to be transparent about it. So Deanna's going to go, I can't stand when he used my name as an example, right? All that stuff like that. I can't, whatever, right? She's going to write all that stuff down. She's going to make it very personal. Only you and ChatGPT. Well, God is not mocked, so God will know too. Only you three will know. You write it down. And you say, ChatGPT, these are anger problems. Give me 2 solutions for each anger problem. And ChatGPT give you solutions. Then you're going to take those very personal problems. You're going to take those 2 solutions. And you'll say, write me an academic course outline for a course called Dealing with Anger. You're going to sell it for $999 with the first 100 people being able to sign up at $197. Congratulations, you're welcome.
What was the second prompt? Write me an outline or something. Write me a course outline. Come on, I was typing. Come on, say it again.
I'm gonna need y'all to stand up, wake up, stand up, wake up, shake your hands off. I got you, Grace. Hold on. Let me wake. I gotta wake them up. Stand up. Shake your hands off. It's Monday. You will be okay. Okay, because I'm here for free. That means if I'm here for free, you need to be working harder than me. An old preacher in Texas say, if I'm up here sweating, you need to be sweating. I'm gonna need you to shake it off. Wake up. I know you was up all night, especially you, Deanna. You will be okay. Wake up. Wake up. Are you having another conversation in which someone is giving out 6- and 7-figure courses for free right now? Then wake yourself up. You will be okay. Okay. I just took your little flaws and made an academic course outline out of it.
Listen, when you said anger, my ears popped on. Come on.
Okay, then. All right, then.
Yeah.
All right, Grace, the second prompt was, can you give me an academic course outline based on, and I just said dealing with anger. Right. I just made up a course.
Based on the solutions that was given.
Nope. I want my super problems that I had plus those solutions.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know why I did that, Jerome? You know why I tell you make it personal? Because now you can teach it. If it's personal, you're an expert on it, ain't you, don't you? Who knows?
Yeah, I guess I would think that. But let me ask you a question, because what you said at the end kind of made me laugh. I think you said you're gonna sell it for $997, but for the first whatever it was gonna be $7. Did you say that?
No, $197. First 100 people is gonna get it for $197. Nah, I ain't had you that cheap. I ain't had you that cheap.
No, I just thought it was clever. I mean, the big money's here, but I'm gonna give it to you for a good deal, so you might want to get it now.
Good
that
deal.
was a, I sent the urgency, whatever they call that, but yeah, that scarcity. So
Scarcity, yeah, I have this built-in scarcity in the offer, and here's my favorite part about that: I'm letting you know price is going up. Oh, I can't wait to let people know price is going up. Oh, that's orgasmic to me to let you know price is going up. Now, because I need you to get that you should have listened to me when I came at you the first time. And since you did not listen to me when I came at you the first time, you don't get to get treated like the people who came for me at the first time. You can't get treated like Jerome. You're not in his category. So the next time I put something out, I like training my customers. The next time I put something out, act like Jerome. If you want a Donion's reward, act like a Donian. Show up. Show up first. So not only am I building in scarcity, I'm training my customer. If I put something out, don't think it's going to sit on the shelf. Okay. All right. If a little Tickle Me Elmo came out right now, and then if they advertise on Black Friday, and it's Black Friday? Okay. On Black Friday, some months from now, Tickle Me Elmo's gonna go out. And everybody know it ain't gonna stay on the shelf long. What them folk gonna do? You're gonna be all over TikTok fighting each other. I would say the news, but news is irrelevant now. I mean, at this point, TikTok, it's like more powerful than the news, so it's completely irrelevant. Think about that. Think about the time you live in. You live in a time now to where you used to go to the news and learn about perfect timing, terrible thing, I got to bring it up, a mass shooting. And you would go to the news and get more information. Now you go to your timeline. I need you to, right? I need y'all to see that even the 60-year-olds and the 70-year-olds on this call trust your timeline more than you trust the news. And that is saying a lot, because y'all grew up hating when the news came on because it was time for you to go to bed. Come on, baby boomers, don't fool me now. The TV went off when y'all was growing up. That American flag had come on. I'm just talking about in America. You know, that American flag had come on, Jerome. And you knew what time it was. And when that 9 o'clock news came on, kids had to go do what kids do. which was getting to bed, like I told you. You didn't even know about the outside world until the news told you. You ain't know about no Berlin Wall. You ain't know nothing. You ain't know. How many of you grew up during the time where getting bombed by a nuclear bomb was such a real thing that for whatever reason, your United States government had you under a table, balled up like a little crab, and y'all did this drill once a week?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I was born
We
in
had
81.
fallout, I had neighbors that had fallout shelters.
That's okay. So if folk who grew up with fallout shelters trust a timeline more than you trust the news, we can just declare the world has changed.
Well, we lived right where, we had the nuclear energy where they would
Mhm.
bomb. It was where they would come and bomb, because that's, I grew up around
Yep,
the
prime
uranium
target.
enrichment. Yeah. So we
Prime
had all
target.
kinds of stuff for alerts. But as a kid, I really didn't know much about it. I just played down there in the fallout shelter, and went down there and kissed boys.
Yeah, with all the peanut butter around, the little potted meat.
Yeah, all that stuff was all around.
Yeah, we live in a time now, Adonia, to where you can learn more on your timeline. It's convenient. And you know why you trust your timeline? Because Miss Stephanie has her aunt on the timeline who ain't crazy. And whenever she posts something, she can trust her aunt that link ain't gonna make her look crazy. See, it's not that we don't trust the news. We just know everybody out here programming us. But I know if Shelly posted something, okay. If Susan posts something on her timeline, she done vetted that. Because Susan ain't finna go out here and look stupid. And Susan, my Facebook friend. So I know if that's on, let me read this. Susan posted that. You know what I'm talking about? My pastor posted it. Hold on. That must be important if my pastor posted it. Is this making some sense? So how do we get our $379 and blah, blah, blah? All right. So is that a yes, Niana? Is that like, yes, they approved the email I just got? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, how much is the standard pack? Oh, got it. Well, I still have an idea. It's okay. Now, Grace, think about this for a moment. If you have an anger problem, go to ChatGPT, write it down, sell it. Let's do it again. Shelly goes, I am too old to be catching all this. How many of you, my dad pointed this out, and sometimes I forget how quick my brain is, but my dad pointed it out. He was reading something, and I forget that you got to read some. He said he got to read, sometimes he got to read a sentence 6 times to get it.
Been there.
I've never been there in my whole life. Not even gonna lie to you. It's just not, it's something I've never suffered with. I've just been blessed to read something one time, get it, roll with it. Okay, go ahead now. It's never been something I suffer with. He mentioned that to me like last month. He said, sometimes I got to read something 6 times and I have to read slowly just to get it. Who falls in that category?
Me.
Okay. And he said, I got to read it out loud
I was
sometimes.
gonna say,
Yep.
and I gotta
Yep.
read it out loud because
Yep.
I gotta hear what it
Yep.
is that it's trying to say.
Right.
That's some real.
Hard to read a book. Going back to the first
Okay.
chapter.
Never-
That's more than half the call, right? He was telling me this, and I'm thinking to myself, man, I didn't think about that because I didn't. It's just I've been blessed not to have to do that. You say 8, 9, and 10.
Right. I've noticed that if I read it faster, I read it out loud and read it faster, I can comprehend it. I don't know why. It just happens.
Reading comprehension is a real subject taught in real school. It's a real thing. Reading comprehension is a real subject. Like it's a very difficult thing for sure. Well, see, the way I grew up, since I grew up homeless, reading comprehension was forced on me because I didn't have any school supplies. So I had no choice but to get, you know, back in the 80s, you can rent a book. Well, it wasn't really rent. They had the extra book. You know what I'm talking about? Like they had the student had books. I don't know what they do today, but I know back then the teacher had books. But you had to turn it back in after every class, though, Troy. You know what I'm talking about? And sometimes it had other people notes up in there from a long time ago. You know, okay. And it was never the right edition. So she was like, I went on chapter 9 on page 83. And no, it was like 54 for me, but I had to figure it out though. You know what I'm saying? I had to figure it out. The summaries were all different. So I had to read. And in that 45 minutes field, if I didn't remember that, it was over. So my upbringing trained me to have to catch stuff once. It's just, you know, gotta use your disasters, right? As your up and comings. But you know, anyway, just the way it is. So think about this, y'all. So Shelly goes, I'm too old to be learning this artificial intelligence stuff. I can't get it. Okay. So she's going to write down everything that frustrates her. And then she's going to go to ChatGPT and say, I'm building a course called I Need 8 Times to Read This to Get It. An AI course for baby boomers.
She put it gaming in the chat.
The gaming, okay?
That's what frustrates her.
That's what frustrates her. Okay? There's one thing, like God was like, Shirley, what frustrates you? Gaming. Just shut us in the gaming class. Nothing else, my child, just gaming. Them little squiggly lines Antonio will be showing. I don't know what he be talking about. I don't know what he be talking about. See this, colon that. I don't know what he talking. I get it. So Tracy, you write down, and then what she's going to do is she's going to say, okay, now write this course line for someone with a poor, you know, race shade screen. Watch this here. Watch this here, Tracy. Let's watch this here. Grace, we're going to write a course outline specializing people with poor reading comprehension. We're going to in fact, we're going to give it a task first. You know what I'm saying? You are an expert academic professor turned millionaire online instructor. Your claim to fame is that all your courses benefit students with poor reading comprehension skills. Nearly 80% of your students cannot read at a 3rd grade level. Most of your paying customers come from the baby boomer generation that are learning how to do old things in this new world of technology, which puts them at a intellectual handicap. Period. Today, I need your help with creating a course outline for students that have to read a sentence 8 times before they get it. I'm trying to teach y'all something. I am trying to teach y'all something. While these students can read, their reading comprehension is subpar. Your task is threefold. Number 1, write a course outline on my given subject. Number 2, you can put a period, Grace. Oh, you can do that too. That works. Number 2, address the poor reading comprehension in your course outline with tools, tips, exercises, quizzes, and 2 other clever things I am not thinking about, but you can. Number 3, create wins and feel-good moments within this course, throughout this entire course, to reinforce confidence in our students at each level of the course, so they release dopamine and feel good for achieving each level of our course. Stop right there. Now, before I give this last sentence, if you all would have emptied yourselves as I asked earlier, everybody heard that? Then you would recognize
This course is gonna be fire.
Fire, because even if I don't suffer for poor reading comprehension, I do when I take an online course, because Facebook is in the background, my kids is running around, my phone is vibrating. Who knows what I'm talking about? I ain't got time for this. My heart ain't really in it. I'm doing it because I need to get promoted. I'm doing it because I need $397. This is not my passion. Is this, am I in the right? Let me put my camera over here so I can see
you are in the driveway. Okay. You in the driveway.
This ain't what the hell I want to be doing. So my heart ain't in it. So of course my reading comprehension is going to be off. You're not getting the real feel. You're getting the feel that need to pay this bill real quick. Is this making some sense? So I came here with half the effort. I ain't gonna lie to you. Tracy, this makes sense. Think about it. So if you build a course like this, that then makes everybody feel good, but it's simple to follow and easy to read, easy to go ahead on, Grace, you may have cracked the mold. Seems like a good formula, doesn't it, Grace? You know, Deanna's going to want the prompt.
Very much so.
Now, your last sentence is, before I give you my task, can you analyze what I have said? Brainstorm for me clever ideas that you have made up as the X, and go up there and copy and paste what you said, what I told it was, expert, something, millionaire, something. Yeah, from the expert all the way to, yeah, for that to the period.
Antonio, is that
Yes,
really
ma'am.
gonna work? You've given
Watch
it.
this.
Every time I do that, my colleague could say, kiss my butt and airs out. You asked it to wash the dishes, cook the food,
Yep.
make the bed, pull the bath and the bed sheet. That's just, that's too much.
And run it down your bath water. Go
That's
do all
too
that.
much.
And don't forget.
It airs out every time I do something like that.
Yeah. But yes, what I'm doing. Okay, so you know what, Don, you just blessed the whole class. When I finish this, I'm going to break down the science of what I'm doing because I'm a machine learning engineer and why it won't break down. I'm going to break down the psychology, well, it's actually science, the science of what I'm doing. Okay, I promise I'll do that. Great. Oh, so that you have made up as an expert academic turned online instructor, and show me a list or a diagram or anything to your capability of how you have interpreted what I have asked and how you will address my challenges when I give you my title in the next prompt. For now, simply show me all I have asked. Copy and paste that before you get the results, Grace. Put it in give it to the Zoom chat. You know what? Let's do it backwards this time. Copy, hit enter, watch it say, yes, I understand, and give us a little stuff. Look.
I do not like you right now. Now there's discrimination going on here. Somewhere somehow it does not do that for me. I have to do little paragraphs. I mean, here's a paragraph. Okay, let me give you another. Okay, here's a paragraph, and it's not. There's no continuity to it. Something's not right. I don't.
The HR manager would say it's discrimination. Okay. Grace, did you put it in Zoom? All I asked
It is there.
Okay. All I asked it for right now was, let me just see if you paying attention. I did more, analyze, and brainstorm. So now what's going to happen, Phil, this is my favorite part of doing it like this. It's 2 or 3 things. When ChatGPT 3.5 run out of memory, that's okay. Because all I got to do is come back to this prompt right here, Grace, and say, I've come up with 7 different ways to do this course. You are an expert, such and such and such and such. You get it? You're an expert, such and such and such and such. The same thing I'm going to say. And I'm going to say, and I want to build this particular course using these 7 things. Do you get it, Grace? These 7 things. Like tomorrow when I come back, all I got to do is say, I'm going to take prompt 1, and I'm going to say, I'm going to take the whole prompt 1 and say, but I want you to do it with these 7 things.
So copy and paste the whole prompt?
Oh, well, right now you don't have to do anything. I'm being hypothetical. I'm trying to tell people that, and Donnie, here's what I could do. I could say, this is what I've come up with. Can you give me 7 more that don't repeat this list? Because remember, ChatGPT is only going to remember for so long. So the next time you do this, Shelly, you don't have to go through all this because you got his answer. All right. Come on, Shelly. Come on. You can come on. Hold on. Don't do that.
Okay. So back up to the top where it repeated.
Take the stuff out the prompt, Grace.
Okay, where it repeated. Oh shoot. Based on strong understanding. Oh, where it repeated the following tools, tips, exercises, quizzes, and feel-good moments in your course outline. So I couldn't read further down. So did it break that down, or would you go back and ask for
it says simplify.
No,
I got you. It says simplify language, use simple language and avoid complex sentences and technical jargon. So that means this whole thing gonna be written that way. Use visuals, incorporate visuals such as images, videos, infographics, graphics, and help illustrate concepts and understanding. And guess what that just did just now, Dion? It means that your course now, ChatGPT is now obligated. And Donna's gonna love this part and also hate this part because her chibit won't do it. No, that's
That's
Carlita,
Adrian.
there you go. It's
Yeah,
Carlita.
her,
Yeah,
her,
yeah. Her Carlita will do it. But now it's obligated now to give me images, videos, infographics, graphics, and illustrate concepts they understand it, because it couldn't do it if it wouldn't have said it.
And number 4, like the quizzes, examples of quizzes and
Drag and drop activities.
yes, that.
So now I can ask ChatGPT to build me a drag and drop activity. You know what? I'm gonna dedicate the rest of this class just to these 7 things. Just so y'all, I'm gonna let y'all see all of these in motion. Is that okay? I'm gonna ask for drag and drop activities.
I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit. There's something, maybe, you know what? Maybe you are actually ChatGPT. Something is not right here and I'm not happy.
I can relate though. I do get it. Go ahead, Dion.
Can you give us a prompt to create like a workbook?
Okay, so you sounded like the volunteer I was about to ask for, because I was about to ask for a volunteer. That's why I didn't give it a prompt yet, because I was getting ready to build someone's real live course, or in this case, workbook. So you sound like my volunteer.
I got a course. I need a workbook.
All right, then you got a course. Now, Diana, do me a favor. I mean, Grace, do me a favor. Copy and paste that 1 through 7. You just do 1 through 7. Because Adonia gets what I'm saying. ChatGPT, put it in Zoom. No, you put it in Zoom. Because this is what it's going to look like tomorrow, y'all. I'm building a course for people who have poor comprehension reading about everything I said. And then you're going to say, now, I want to approach this with 7 steps. Simplify language, you get it? I want to approach it with 7 steps. You're going to put that. And then you can just round it off. Maybe you're like Monk from USA, remember? Tony Shalhoub. And you don't like odd. You can't be odd number. It needs to be even, right? It needs to be even. It needs to be even. So maybe you say, well, round me off 3 more like this or something like that, right? That was a great show, by the way. You get it? And I saw Miss Stephanie say something to read it real quick. It says, yes, this is very okay. Good. Okay, I'm glad, very glad. I'm glad it's fun. I'm glad it's breaking it down.
Monk is how grandma found out who Snoop Dogg was, because he gets started on the episode.
Okay, first of all, grandma should have been know who Snoop Dogg was. That's number 1. But since she died at 100 or something, she can do what she want and get away with it. So let me keep my little young mouth shut. How about that? Stay in a child's place. Now that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do, Brace. I'm gonna stay in a child's place. Until I get to 100, Jerome, I'm a child. Okay, then let me stay in a child's place. That's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna take those 7, you're gonna say, this is what I have. Can you do it? Do y'all get that not only do you have a fantastic prompt, but then now you know how the world's greatest brain, not Antonio, but ChatGPT, process that information. That's why I asked for analyzation, Grace. I do this, Susan understands it and she respects this kind of thinking. The reason I ask for analyzation, whenever I'm trying to do something super complex, I ask for analyzation because I'm trying to see how ChatGPT-3 is thinking, so I can learn more about it. I'm always asking it to analyze yourself for me so I can talk to you better. I'm always doing it. Yeah, if I'm right, and I'm pretty sure I am, this is the golden prompt for course outlines. This can even work for books. I'm trying to set the book title. All right. Deanna, watch this here. I'm gonna show you how this works. Yeah. Well, let me see. Let me stop your screen real quick, Grace. Let me pull my audience real quick. Let me make sure. Miss Stephanie said this has been valuable. Adonia has said it's been valuable. She just did it in Adonia way. Is anybody lost right now? Okay, good. Pretty simple. Outstanding.
No, I just want to make sure I do it from this prompt fits I can fit my anger thing in the
I'm
prompt.
about to walk you through it step by step. Remember, I didn't give it a title. This means I could put anything in here. I could put how to clip toenails. I'm serious. And it would give me,
Oh, okay, I get it now.
because I never put in, see, because I'm not talking for me, I was talking for everybody else. So I didn't put in the title. It's still waiting on my title. Okay, Deanna, we're gonna go one by one. Since this is helpful, share your screen, Grace. Are we doing a workbook or a course?
Hold on, I was copying and pasting these notes so I can get all the things.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Deanna, come on,
Yes,
chop,
sir.
chop. Let's go.
Oh, we're doing a course.
And we're doing a course. What's the name of your course?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. Not a course, a workbook. We're doing a workbook.
But your workbook is attached to something.
Yes, it's attached to, it's a, oh crap, hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, workbook is a helping aid. That's like a finger. The finger's attached
Okay.
to something.
So it's attached to a book, which is also going to become a course, which is also
All right.
an app.
Okay. Grace, get ready. Thank you. We're building a course that includes a book, a workbook, and an app. The name of the course is, Dion,
The Empath's Guide to Navigating Life with Emotional Intelligence.
What?
The Empath's Guide
A copy and paste, please.
to Navigating Life with Emotional Intelligence. Please work on this book ASAP, please. You?
Yes, sir.
I would go
Wait,
through
why
a
you
lot
wanted
less
to work on
hell.
the book? Are you inferring
I
something?
am.
That she works on that book?
I am. I am.
Whatever.
I am. Yeah. I am. The freckled one. Know how to throw them hands, Jerome. Don't think she don't. It's always you nice ones. And then you got this one with your impact dating thing, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
The name of
That's the app.
app.
That's the app. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you don't need the app. The Impacts Guide to Navigating Life with. Okay, now Grace, this is what we're gonna do. I'm not even trying to test ChatGPT's memory. Scroll all the way up. We're gonna go to. You're gonna take. You are an expert. And you're gonna go all the way down to subpar. It's
Where's
right
subpar?
before. It's right before your task is threefold.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, bam. I'm just finna read people that already said. I feel I ain't finna try to play with your memory. We gonna remember you remembering. We gonna trigger your memory.
So paste it in there.
Shift enter.
Oh.
Oh no, you can do it right there. You're right. Your task is right there. Shift enter. Now go to 1 through 7. Let's begin. Wait. No. Just number 1. Just number 1.
Okay.
Let's begin. This is why I did this. See, this is what the dog was talking about. If I give it all 7, it's not gonna get confused, but it's gonna truncate my information, Shelly. But if I give it 1 at a time, it's gonna give me 2,000 something words. Let's begin with a course. Let's begin with a course outline of your best capability. Following this, paste. And then shift, enter. And shift in one more time. I need this to be separate. Go and create me an social media post inspired by the topic and the course outline that promotes
Is it and the course or in the course outline?
and the course outline that promotes this class to millions of users. Thou may hit enter. I just don't know why I'm so good. It's like, you know,
Yes.
it's like, let's read the, Grace, let's read the social media post real quick.
Are you an empath struggling to navigate life's ups and downs? Our new course, The Empath's Guide to Navigating Life with Emotional Intelligence, can help you develop the skills you need to thrive. Written in simple language and perfect for those with poor reading comprehension skills, this course will teach you how to understand empathy, develop emotional intelligence, and navigate relationships, career, and self-care. Join us on this journey to a more fulfilling life as an empath. Hashtag empath.
And
Hashtag
all
emotional
you
intelligence.
do is say, you just replace written in simple language and perfect for those with busy schedules.
Mhm, mhm.
That's how you
that-
replace
Cause that poor
the
reading
poor
comprehension
reading
skills.
comprehension
You be like,
skills.
what? What you mean?
You calling me stupid? Right, no, you just with busy schedules. Okay? That's how you do it. You get it? That's how we didn't ask it to wordsmith. We asked it to do what we asked it to do. Is that okay? Now here's the introduction. Course outline, blah, blah, blah. Why is emotional intelligence? Understanding empathy. Bam. Hold on. Well, yeah, you go ahead and paste it, Grace, but let us see the course outline.
Oh, yes. Okay, there we go.
All
There
right.
you go.
Developing emotional intelligence, self-awareness, self-regulation. Of course, down, and you know how to make those go deeper and deeper and deeper.
And it's perfect because it goes with the book, but it's not identical. It's not verbatim of the book. So the course in the book, in the workbook, and then
Okay, so watch this here, Grace. what you're gonna do is you're gonna type in, can you create me a workbook? Thank you. But thank you. Thank you. And then no, hold on, before can you put thank you. Our outline is complete. I would now like to move to the workbook. See what I just did? I'm explaining that science. I'm going to explain that science because I promised I know I would.
Antonio,
Yes, ma'am.
this makes it look so easy after all my
Right.
mess.
Oh my God.
But I got
My
good,
goodness.
it's a good mess.
Yes. Oh yeah.
It
No,
is.
it sure is.
It is a
It
very
sure
good
is.
mess.
Yeah, we've been
It's a
going.
very good mess.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very good. Big Grace is going all through it. You're sure right.
Yes.
Yeah, we was doing
And
birthday
Deanna.
stuff. Yeah, Deanna. Yeah. We was doing birthday stuff when you had called. So, Grace, watch this here. You getting ready to put now? Can you create me a workbook? But I must tell you, this is my weakest area, and I need more of your help than normal. See what I just did there, don't you? I'm finna try to get it to do most of the workbook.
More than normal.
More than normal. Now, Deanna, I have a question for you. Is this a workbook or is this a book? Like,
okay, so you know,
hold on. Let me just throw this out there for everybody else. You got it. Let me give it for everybody else. Pathbender is a book. Those of you who are doing the 40-day Pathbender day, which you can do, like if you didn't do it, start day one today. It's not something that's religious. You just start day one a day. But the 40-day Pathbender, Grace, is a help aid. It's a workbook, so to speak.
It is, and it ain't no punk. Okay.
No, the tasks are not
It ain't
for
that.
sure, but it's easy to read. In fact, I don't even put the reading to after the challenge, and that's short.
Yeah.
It's
But the reading help for me. The reading helps the task on what
so
to
you
do.
can understand what you do.
So I can understand really what to do. Yeah.
Right. There's a vibration I'm invoking. That's why I use the Quran, the Bible, and the Torah, right? There's something I do, which for nerds, it's actually pretty cool to see all this stuff. But my point is, because Deanna gets it when I'm talking to everybody else now, it's an easy read. It's one paragraph filled challenge. That's it. Because it ain't meant to be a book. So now, Deanna, back to you now. Is this a long workbook or something else?
Okay, so you know how the book kind of goes through and influence people as the book, but then it has this like workbook type of book, and they are about the same thickness, but the workbook type of book has more you involved. Like it
Okay, so your
it
workbook is like
forces you to
Jerome's
be
workbook.
involved.
Don't worry, it's like Jerome's workbook. I got you. All right, then that's all I needed to know. You get it? That's all I needed to know. I got to switch this prompt up a little bit. We got to get another outline. You understand, Grace? I'm going to switch this prompt. If I know what she wants, I can know what to ask. Because what I was about to get was the book is 4,500 pages. The workbook is 27 pages. You understand? That's what I was about to do, Grace.
I do want to say that I do want an outline for that, like that a prompt on how to do that type of outline for that type of workbook, for the short workbook, because I do have a short workbook that I'm.
Well, then you just got to get it. You, as an administrative professional, which you are, a workbook for you is a bit more daunting than it is for me. I hate admin. So a workbook for me is a 3-minute read of the whole book. You understand? 3-minute read for the whole book. Okay, Grace, no, come back. What is that?
I'm sorry, I was giving her this.
I know
she
y'all have
wanted
the
this prompt.
I know, but I know, but hold on real quick. She
My
can get it. She can get it after.
Yeah.
Grace, can you please send me what y'all doing? Because y'all over here making magic. Y'all making magic and I can't touch it. I can't copy paste and do nothing. I can't. I'm sitting here just watching it like. But I'm with you though.
No doubt. I know ain't nobody else. I know you is. Now,
Because you know what would be wonderful?
Yes.
If there was a. Oh, my brain just
so hold on. Hold your brain.
Adrian had a workbook too, so
that
she
is
would
true.
definitely.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Hold on though. You want me to get this prompt out my head before I lose my magic?
Yes, please. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, Grace. As soon as I give you this prompt, then you can go back up there and copy and paste stuff because that's done. It's you can't forget what's written.
You're right.
I can forget what's up here.
Amen.
And then I feel it hitting the threshold of forgetting because I done had 9 other conversations while I'm holding this in my head.
I have to see your forgetfulness. Come on.
Okay, because she changed it on me. So we gotta go backwards. Our outline is complete. See what it says, our outline is complete? I need a second outline that builds from the outline you just did. The purpose of this second outline is to pause. Deanna, let me make sure I have you correct. You said a lot by saying a very little. My assumption, and I need you to correct my assumption, is here is the book full of the golden standards. Here is the workbook modernized, full of applicable activities and based on the golden standard that allow you to actually put this into a daily practice.
Yes, because I don't want you to just read it. I want you to actually, like you said earlier, I said it was a good title. You said something about analyze yourself so you can do something.
Okay. Okay, got you. Yeah, I forget what I had said. Grace, so you're going to put this second outline is to make the first outline applicable into daily lives, in comma, inspire our users into massive action, immediate massive action, and to quicken our users from going from the book knowledge of the first outline to tangible results from executing the second outline.
Do you need the stuff that's after these words that are after?
I need some of it, not
Okay.
delete the first sentence.
Okay.
That's after, just that one. We're going to modify the second sentence. Can you create me a workbook outline? Actually, can you create me the applicable? You're going to take everything I said here. Go from applicable.
Here?
Yep. On the massive action, quicken tangible results to tangible results. Nope, from executing outline. Now, this time, I want you to go back to where we was, and I want you to put this in quotes. Can you create me a workbook outline open quotes, paste, close quotes, and then delete everything else now because I put all this in words. Based on what I am trying to accomplish.
Is this a new sentence?
Yes. No, right here. You do it right now. No, you good.
No, okay. I didn't know if that was supposed to be a period after outline and then, okay.
Based on what I'm trying to accomplish, what you're going to do, I will post the outline you've given me as a guide to make a more enhanced, and then open quotes again, paste, close quotes. Go get that outline now.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Now you're going to do a few things, Grace.
It won't let me. I put it, oh no.
Real quick, while Grace is doing that, do you want me to send Grace the chapters of the actual book itself too?
And another prompt, not this one.
Okay.
You want me to check out the post, the social media post?
No, what you do is, no, I need the social media post.
Okay.
Oh no, you pasted it? Okay. Oh no, you can check out the social media post. Yeah.
Okay.
When I want to do marketing or something, I'll do that. All right.
Okay.
That's that. Now, hold on, I need to just adjust one sentence.
Okay.
I think I done
Go
it.
back.
Yeah, hold on. To my last line user. No, I did it. All right, then. You can hit enter. Well, first off, no, that's what I need to do. Stop. I need you to do three things. I need you to, number one, go give her the prompt that she wanted so I can get that off. Okay. Go do that right now. Right after you do that, you're going to take this prompt and you're going to put it in Zoom chat so everybody can have it, and also in the official notes.
Okay.
So I'll stop talking for right now. Okay. So Deanna, you should be getting this.
Okay. Okay.
Did she get it? Oh, look at you. You ain't sleeping no more, huh?
Yeah.
Look, you ain't sleeping no more. Wide awake now. Yes. Money. Money will wake anybody up. Yeah, buddy. And then Grace, take this prompt here, not the outline, but the prompt.
Okay.
That you got queued up. Send that to
Chat.
Zoom. No, yeah, Zoom chat and then the official notes. Because Adrian is going to want these. And whoever's going to go to Facebook and get the Word document is going to want those. Melissa is already typing her own version. And Susan is rubbing her palms right now, building another class as we speak. She's doing it right now as we speak. Okay.
Got it?
Okay, you put it in Zoom chat?
Yes.
Now, you're going to hit enter. And then you're going to pause and let me do my thing.
Stop screen.
No, you can do it. Now, different outline. This is for the workbook. Watch this here. You got welcome to the workbook, understand empathy. Okay, let me hold on real quick, Grace.
Okay.
Go copy and paste. This is where ChatGPT 4 comes in. Some of y'all not gonna have this advantage, but we need to go to ChatGPT 4 to give her what she wants. I don't like okay, scroll up real quick, Grace. Take that whole prompt.
Oh, okay.
This whole prompt. Copy and
Including
paste. No,
everything
I
about
need
this prompt.
everything. I need everything in the prompt.
Okay. There we go.
Now,
Okay.
you got the 1 through 7 posted somewhere, correct?
Yes.
All right, go to ChatGPT 4 for me. See, do me a favor, Grace. Go to the little drop down box. Can you go to hover over 3? So as you can see, the speed in 3.5 and its reasoning is at a 3. It's fantastic. But its consciousness, that means how it thinks like a human, is at a 2. Go to ChatGPT 4. While its speed is very slow, its reasoning is at a 5. Its consciousness is at a 4. So it's going to understand how to differentiate one outline from the other without repeating it. GPT-3 can understand all the multiple tasks, but what Deanna's asking, it needs to be at 4. All right, go ahead, Grace. Copy and paste. Now you're going to hit, I need you to go get that 1 through 7.
Okay.
And I need you to go in Zoom chat. I need you to go get that. Your task is, I need all that.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go. Yeah. Well, you already got it. I need that first prompt. Your task. I'm talking to anybody else. The first prompt. Your task is blah blah blah.
That you are an academic professor.
Yes, I need to build him now.
Okay. So copy that first before the 1 through 7.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay.
And just going up top.
Okay. So
You're going up top. Shift enter.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Here we go. Okay.
Twice. Okay. Bam, your task. There you go.
Okay.
Take out that for now. And then this last sentence, you're going to put in her actual title. So let's see. I will address these challenges and I give you. All right. I will address these challenges. Put period after challenges. Erase everything after. And you're going to put the name of my, I forget what, is this a book or whatever. Name of my course is, and then go get the name of the course. It might already be down here. There you go. All right. Now I need that 1 through 7.
Okay. Okay.
And then you're going to put, you're going to shift enter twice.
Okay.
I have come up with 7 steps to accomplish this. Here are my 7. Please, here are my 7 period. Please use them and make up anything else you may need based on this information. and then put the 7. Now we're almost done. Go up top, shift enter twice. Shift enter once now there. All right. Now you're going to put this. I would typically put at the bottom, I'm going to put at the top. I'm going to put, it is vital that the outline I have given you at the end of this prompt is not repeated, but used as a foundation to create a more interactive, robust, and layman's outline for people to do the work. For example, all I'm doing is teaching it what Deanna wants to do. For example, if Roman numeral 1 says,
Do I, wait a minute, do I write out the words Roman numeral or just put like an I?
you can put Roman numeral 1. I'm going to write the words out. If, for example, if Roman numeral 1 says, build a bear, if Roman numeral 1 in the given outline, actually, let me use a real example. Go down to the real outline. So take away introduction, welcome comes. All right. Take away 1 and A.
So
yeah, take it. I don't need it.
okay.
All right. Now copy and paste. I just copy B. Only need B.
Okay.
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 Scroll up. Always at the top.
Thank you.
All right. For example, now I don't need no if anymore. No, you're taking away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just the if.
Take away all that.
Oh,
Everything.
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All
right.
For example, in the actual outline below, in Roman numeral 1, point B or section B.
Oh,
Doesn't matter which one you take. Doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Roman numeral 1, section B says, open up quotes, paste. For this, I would like, now Deanna, I can't answer this for you. You have to answer this. What is emotional intelligence? What do you want your workbook to look like? Is it 3 exercises for? Is it write down a chart? I can't decide for you. But whatever you decide before you answer, what you decide is you're going to shape. So choose well.
Well, I actually want. Okay, so what is emotional intelligence? Out of that, I would like
What's in your workbook right
a
there?
graph. It's a graph that shows.
Okay, then, I got you. Don't worry about it. So I got it. So for this, I would like you to, for emotional intelligence, I would like you to apply all 7 options listed below for each number and section. That's how we do that. Period.
So right, instead of this, put for each emotional intelligence, or just keep
no,
this.
Everything I just said. As long
Okay.
as you type what I said, we good. But I don't know where you're doing strange stuff. Period. There you go. Do this for each number. Your instructions are below. Now, hit enter.
Did I do the 1 through 7?
Yeah.
Did I pick?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna make sure.
There you go. Boom. There we go. You need that reasoning and that consciousness. Some of you don't have ChatGPT for. So hopefully you can borrow someone. Now just know that you only get 25 prompts every 3 hours. So they make sure that they wrench around and wrench it off. Now, Deanna, look what's happening. 1, understanding emotional intelligence. Understand it. And it's actually fill in the blank exercise. Boom, boom, boom. And of course, in another prompt, you can go create me a visual for this. And we don't try to do everything at once. That's what we have multiple prompts for. Because if you're trying to do everything once, you're not going to get this great detail. Now your outlines are complete. Look, empathy versus sympathy, which for the love of God, y'all have a major problem with. You sit, Deanna, are you paying attention or you multitasking?
No, I'm reading it as it.
All right. Well, then read out loud. It's entertainment. Read out loud. It's yours.
Oh, okay. Driving as an impact, boundaries and self-care. Oh, journal prompts. Relationships. So A. Oh, so here's A. There's 1 and 2. Here's B. There's 1 and 2. Here's C. Relationships.
This is going to take a few prompts. I mean, she's going to say continue from where you stop again. Oh, look like we're finished. Okay, good. Complete final quiz. Receive a personalized progress report. B, action plan for applying emotional intelligence as an empath. Create a comprehensive action plan. Share your plan with your online community. Provide feedback with the course. Create progress with badges, certificates. You got everything you need.
Now this is perfect.
No, that's way more than perfect. Let me hold on. So scroll up.
Like this
ain't just what you asked for. This is way more than you asked for.
Beyond,
Better than what you asked for. And it just took the 2 months it would have took you to do this. It did it in 1 prompt.
Yeah, it would have taken me action. It would have taken me longer than 2 months to do it.
Grace, do me a favor. Set aside for you good and evil. No, I'm just joking. Set aside this outline and the first outline. Put them on a Word document side by side or something. Do what y'all do.
Okay.
Yeah, put them on a Word document side by side and let us see you do the work. Deanna might have to show you. Okay. We're gonna see that. We're gonna see. So that means yeah, there you go. And then go to Word document, all that stuff. And I want, because I don't know what's wrong. This is not the time to be humble. Here's your outline. There's your course. And then here is what you asked for, your workbook.
Right.
And your workbook is completely different.
Yes, it is. It is more in-depth and
That's what you asked.
No, it's perfect. Like it is absolutely perfect. Oh, shit.
No, just Command A.
Gotcha.
Command A. Now go to
It's format, ain't it?
that's fine, but you don't have to do that. Just go to, I don't know why I use this, a crazy app. Go to your color and just change the color of these words from gray to black.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. There we go.
There you go. Now you'll be fine. Now you can see it.
Yes. And then
All right.
hold on, let me go back to ChatGPT. Right here. Workbook.
And I want you to see how these are 2 different outlines. The second outline, Deanna, is not even an outline. It is a course of action.
Right.
Yes, instructional course of action.
Exactly. That's exactly what I want.
This one.
Look at that.
There we go.
I knew y'all could figure out how to do that stuff. I never knew you can do that. You side by side.
I figured that out this weekend.
Okay,
Working with Miss
look.
Susan. Working with Miss
There you
Susan.
go then. So workbook and an introduction. The introduction is welcome. So we can format it better. We ain't got time for all that.
Right.
Welcome to the course outline. Here's your quick start guide, understanding empathy. Okay. Here is Watch a simple animation video explaining emotional intelligence. Fill in the blank exercise. The importance of
Exactly.
emotional. All right, don't play with me, man. Don't sit up here and go.
No,
That was
that's
good.
perfect.
No. I'm not that humble.
Absolutely.
No. I came here to work. Jerome, I'm gonna sit up here and go, oh, that was a good job. No. Leave your fingernails alone and put some stank on my brilliance over here. Put some stank on it. You understand?
That is absolutely, that's exactly what I wanted. You know, it's absolutely perfect.
There you go. All right, y'all clap for Deanna. Volunteering helps out.
Very much. Thank you very, very much.
Yes. It better be a reward from that. God dog, blessing y'all and stuff. Right. Y'all start cash apping me or something. I don't know. Dog. Hey, Grace, did you see?
Yes, sir.
How we did that?
Yes, sir.
Can you do it for your math volleyball test thingy?
Yes, sir. I can.
I know something like that. Because I didn't give it a subject until the end.
Yeah.
Did you give them the ChatGPT 4 prompt? Because remember I said, because what's going to have to happen is they're going to have to redo it anyway. Maybe not in ChatGPT 4, but 2 days from now, when Phil gets inspired by the Holy Ghost and says, "Ooh, well, you know what?" By the time he go back, that memory's going to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
So I just taught you by default, by accident, how to remanufacture that first prompt with the 7. And remember, it doesn't have a subject until the very end. What I'm trying to tell you is, if you're doing something like a Adonia for leadership, copy and paste everything. And just change the title. Jerome, it's real simple what I'm saying. You can do the work or you can copy mine. Yes. Go ahead, Shelly.
So that was one of the questions that I wanted to ask before I dozed. So going between 3 and 4, you can't do that. It has to be separate. Oh, this is a question. Does it show up in the panel if it's 3 or 4, or is it 2 different?
What do we call it, 3 and 4? I got a point of confusion there.
GPT
yes,
3
yes,
and
okay.
GPT 4, like she went.
Got you. If you're paying $20 a month, you have that panel. If not, you don't. Yeah, that means Grace is a pro member. So that's why that panel would have came up. ChatGPT is available for pro for $19 a month or something like that, and you get that. And
right, but I'm not cutting you off, but can she toggle in between the 2? Or
okay, that's right. Because you said
4, right. Everything is 4 from that point.
Oh no, no. Toggling, great question. Adonia, there's no longer for me to use 4 again.
Oh, okay.
Just go back to 3. 3 has enough capability, but when it's time to get that big reasoning, go to 4 and get that. See, now that Deanna has that amazing outline, she can go to 3 and say, at one line at a time, do this. But she wasn't going to get that outline with 3. Do Grace, do me a favor, and I want you to pull up. I want you to show your full desktop, but I want you to pull up. I want you to take ChatGPT 4 outline, just 4. I want you to put on a Word document. Just that. I want you to put on a Word document. Yeah, and you can stop this sharing side by side, because what we're going to do is you're going to split your screen in half between ChatGPT and one Word document. So since you already got it, you ain't got to repaste it. So just split this in half. There you go. Scroll to the right. Like drag it to the right, Drag it to the right. You're such a Generation Xer. Keep going. Now keep going, because it ain't letting you do no. It should. Did you listen?
Here we go. I'm sorry. I had I didn't know I was muted. I had a lot of stuff in the way. You showed me how to do half and half.
But keep dragging it to the right, because we don't need. Look, he's got a big black space over there. We don't need that black space. We just need to put the white on the edge. No. You're in the wrong spot trying to drag it. Go up to the top.
Okay,
Of your-
yeah, I have, hold on, these buttons in the way, okay.
Okay,
Now-
fair enough. Buttons do it. There you go. Just keep
Now,
going. Keep going.
okay.
Keep going. Right there. Nope.
Oh.
No. Come back. Come back. Come back. Right there. Nope. Go right. 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 And we just want to flush those words. That's it. Okay, right there's good enough.
Okay,
Now you can have your ChatGPT, because some people don't agent on a mobile device.
right.
I'm trying to make
sir.
it. Yes,
sir.
Yeah. Now drag your left of your ChatGPT to the left. Unless that's my screen making it look like it ain't all the way to the left. I think that's my
Yeah.
screen making it look like that. Okay,
Yeah,
it's
but
my
it's
screen
all
making it
right.
look like that. No problem. All right, but this should be big enough. Now, I want you to go to ChatGPT 3. I'm answering Shelly's question. Shelly had a brilliant question. I don't know if you should have heard go back to ChatGPT where we were doing the prompts. You should have heard the vocal inflection. When I realized what she was asking, I was like, yes, brilliant question.
Mhm.
Because she was asking, do we need to go back and forth? You only need to go back and forth until you get the big reasoning. You can stay over there if you want to, but there's no need to use your prompts, your 25 prompts up in 3 hours. Because here's the deal, Grace. Scroll it up just a little bit slow. I want to go to the beginning of this prompt. No, ChatGPT 3, not this one.
Oh,
Not
my
this one.
apologies.
Not
This,
this one.
here we go.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. So right here. No. Just scroll down. Scroll down. That's just Generation X. That's got nothing to do with you. It's just Generation X. That's okay. All right. That's a big difference between millennials and that's it. Let me pause. I need y'all to catch this. These generations and technology do make a difference. Don't feel like you don't get it. You ain't supposed to get it. You wouldn't walking around with a cell phone at 4 years old. That's Gen Z. You will be okay, Grace. You know, don't take it personal. Like my 5-year-old got a tablet and a cell phone.
Yeah.
Jerome, 10 years ago, she was too young. Today is dumb if she ain't got one in America. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, that's old cell phone that don't work no more, but the Wi-Fi do. The phone service ain't on. You understand?
Right.
Like I ain't going to the store and buying these $1,000 things.
Hello.
And her nana, her grandmother, gave her old tablet when she upgraded hers. You understand? So she got the iPad and the iPhone.
That's it.
But that don't mean I went out there and bought these joints. You understand? All right. But if you think that tablet ain't babysitting her, you crazy as hell. That's a new Disney channel, right? New Disney channel. Put on Nickelodeon, let the kids sit down there. Now look at this outline. When I saw this outline, there's nothing wrong with this outline. It was average, and Deanna wasn't asking me for average. It made average changes, and it did a lot of repeats. So you have the right idea, Shelly. Brilliant that you made that leap. Because if you look over here to the right, this is what I was looking for. Watch a simple animation video explaining emotional intelligence. And Deanna ain't got to make this up. She can find one on the internet that's already there and just on her workbook say, click this YouTube link. She ain't gonna make it up. She ain't gonna spend $2,500 for somebody to make this thing up. She can provide somebody else link. Their number one is benefits of developing emotional intelligence as an empath. It's smart. That was good, Grace. It went from understanding the intelligence of an empath to benefits. That ain't what I was asking it to do. Well, technically it is what I was asking it to do, but that's the kind of stuff when Grace and Deanna just trying to check what I said off the list. Tell them, ladies, how you be like, well, he said this, so let me just get this done. That's what that is. That's that. Let me just get this done. But then when Deanna is in her zone and she feeling real good, and I haven't been misbehaving all week, she do this right one over here. You see it, Grace? She go, well, let me make him proud. And I need a ChatGPT 4 to make her proud. Yeah, get the difference? There's a clear difference between the left and the right. I didn't change prompts, but the consciousness at a 4 and the reasoning at a 5 was able to understand. GPT-3 was able to understand, but it was able to act more like a human over here. Yeah, I get it. But to Adonia's point earlier, that don't mean I can't be complex with ChatGPT 3. All right, now pay attention to this, because now, Deanna, let's go down on the Word document to point number 2. Well, no,
Okay.
you already here.
Miss Shirley has a question.
Okay.
She was-
I got you. Just give me a second. Match definition exercise. Now, all Deanna has to do now is copy and paste match definition exercise. Go to ChatGPT-3, Carlos, and say, in this section, I'm exploring empathy and defining empathy. Can you create me a match definition exercise on this subject? And ChatGPT would do that. So I don't need to waste a prompt for 4, because I got my genius from 4. Now 3, do my labor work. There you go. Okay, go ahead, Shirley. You unmute your mic. You excited, but we can't hear it.
Okay, so yeah, so that's perfect. Great. I like that.
Okay.
So now the question still is, okay, on Miss Grace's screen, she's going between the 2, getting this information, 3 and 4. But over here where her panel is, where everything that she searches, where everything that she searches is stored. So if she's in 4, since she has Pro, if she does a document in 4 and something in 3, do her 3 and 4 documents, the information show up in that panel? Can she?
Good stuff. Absolutely.
Just
But let
like
me show you.
2, would they both be over in that panel?
Yeah,
or?
no, let me show you mine.
Okay.
Mine will be better to show you, because Grace, Grace has enough admin skills to where she cares to remember. Antonio is a blunt instrument, knocking down trees without discretion. Grace is, so I know for sure when I'm about to show you, she ain't did, because I am a blunt object knocking down trees without discretion. But once I understand it is time to lead the field or make money, I am a trained brain surgeon with the steadiest hand on the planet. So I have these 2 extremes about me. I am all man. If I say, Adonia, here's my document, it looks like a man did it. It has 1 font, ain't no underlines or italicized, it ain't pretty. She got to send my document to somebody to make it pretty, because I gave her the boring word processed font type 11 Helic Nuvena. She looked at this and had to, you know how you get older and you gotta do this, Shelley. Wait a minute. Okay. That's how she got my document. But then at the same time, once it's time for me to take this serious, I get real brain surgeon steady like, and I'm gonna show you. So what you're asking, so here is my ChatGPT, and here is what's about to show up in a second. Here's my ChatGPT, it's all blank. But what I got going on is what you're asking. Look at this, 4 blogs. See, I'll go and rename my stuff. I don't care what the heck is going on. I just go in there and go, nope, number 4. That means this is ChatGPT 4 blogs. Whenever I know you don't have it good.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, you get it? Look, when this is for my video game, I had to do some very complex stuff for the video game. This is machine learning and stuff. And I was trying to check one of my codes and I was trying to improve something I had already did. I know you don't understand what's going on here. Don't even worry about understanding what's going on here. This is extreme artificial intelligence, and I was trying to go even harder on it. But what I did was I'm building a video game called Meteor's M, and I have a ChatGPT 4 version of Meteor's M. And if I come down here, I was doing some work for Jerome. Don't even know I'm doing work for him. I got a whole Jerome thing. He don't even know. He don't even know what it is. He don't even know what it is. They got this top secret. It just is what it is. Okay. And then if you come down a little bit more, you'll see a 3.3 version of Meteor right here. So here's 4. And then you'll see 3.5 Meteor.
You don't know how to spell my name.
Look, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had time to be typing in. You ain't supposed to see this. You understand? You ain't supposed to see this.
But I seen it. So get it correct.
It could have said J. Rome.
That's fine.
Okay, that's fine. But Jareem Omi, that ain't it. Jareem Omi, that ain't it right there. I know. I completely get it. So what I do is, if I'm using 4, I'm always going to say this is 4. This is 4 Rhino Leg that I haven't used in almost 30 days. This is 4 Rhino Leg new. You get it? And then here is 4 write-ups for Rhino Leg. So all I was doing here was taking scriptures, taking code, right? And it was getting write-ups. Like, here, you do the work for me. You do it. That's all this is. You do it. You do it. It ain't nothing else. I don't care. You do it. You do it. That's all it is. Subject. Right? Just help me write this email. Right? That's all it is. It ain't nothing else. That I don't care. You get it? Here's general. And that general is exactly what they think it is. That's stuff, right? General is exactly what you think it is. There's other stuff in it. Just come down here, right? Just blah, blah, blah. Just point is, it is all just whatever question I got. It ain't in no subject, Grace. I just know it don't fit in one of these categories. So I have a 4 general. I got a bunch of those. And I got, at best, I've got 15 things. And by the end of this week, 5 or 7 of them going to be deleted. 5 or 7 are going to be deleted. I haven't got to cleaning it up yet, but 5 or 7 of them will be deleted. Only reason it's so much right now, because when the chat went down, and then, you kept going in, and they keep saving your chat without you knowing it. Well, you know it, but you can't see it. That's why it's so many. My brain won't let me do all that. So you're right. You're asking very brilliant questions, Shelley. You can keep it organized, and it's worth it. If you're paying you don't have to pay. ChatGPT is free. But if you're doing extremely complex things, and if you like, I'm really going to speak to people like Adonia, Jerome, and Antonio, okay, and Susan. If you're saying to yourself, well, $20 is worth it, 3 months, this is going to save me. At $20, they can have that $20. With pleasure. Like Amazon Prime, you can have that. Free shipping, sure. You can have that. Without a doubt. But that outline, that work, I mean, Dan, how long have you been trying to do that work? But
It actually was inspired by Mr. Phil and Miss Susan in the course that I'm working on with them, because I'm sitting and I'm like, I would like to do an outline with this, but also, so it was what y'all call it, a double blessing, because now when I do Mr. Phil and Miss Susan workbook, hear the prompt, so that way I can make sure.
But that's why Grace Mama say two-way blessing. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, two-way blessing.
But this is why, as you're faithful to the few, you'll be rulers over many. So y'all never know what God is hiding your breakthrough. And sometimes your breakthrough would be hidden in a work for someone else or a vow that you have made. Your breakthrough is never in comfort because it wouldn't be a breakthrough. It will always be in the cave in which you do not want to enter.
Well, I'm glad she had a breakthrough because I about had a breakdown.
I do understand.
I spent, what, 50 hours or so? I mean, I've spent, and tons of paper all over the house, everywhere, because I print everything for Phil to read it and all that.
So you going through ink around there. You going through ink.
Oh yeah, they sent more ink. They just send it when I see it's getting low, and they just ship it to us.
Oh, Grace had that. Grace, you still got that. Yeah, Grace got that.
HP, yeah, we have it all done, but I'm telling you guys, this is a gem today, and I, probably should take mine back through that, but anyway, the next ones.
The next was, that's the same thing I would have said. Like, this was gonna be fine just the way it is, maybe.
Yeah, because we used our stuff, for, we have certain words we use for, breakout sessions and things like that I was able to use in here. And, but this is awesome.
I sure appreciate you. Thank you so much.
I'm glad that I inspired that by my mess became a good message.
See, but Deanna, remember that I'm not just talking to you. Like, this isn't me. It's not my attempt to talk to just you or single you, but you are a platform right now that God is using to help everybody else out. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I want to do the anger one. Okay, I really want to do this anger.
Well, you should. Remember, I've been trying to do dealing with anger, the final
yeah.
overcome left self-esteem, and the universe like speed. And I told you I don't have any intentions of doing it. And since you want to do it, it's probably yours. It probably got inspired so you can do it. Again, I say this is. I just want to do two more things. I want to push this point because
I think Shelley's inspired too, because we've been talking with Shelley, and I think that this was everyone on the call, but I noticed Shelley commenting and talking about
and excited too, right? Did you see? You
excited.
Yep, she's excited. She's ready. She's putting the finger up. Like, oh my God! Oh,
also,
Pastor,
also
real quick, I get it. Right, yeah.
Before you go, sir, Stephanie is excited too. She's been chatting.
I was just fitting to that. That's why I want to do two more things. Okay. She said I work in HR nonprofit. Okay, I saw a niche in the mess. Good. See it? Now listen, I want to do two things. Jerome's God's gonna be heard today. I'm gonna push that in your face. But not in a religious way. The things that every single person on this planet has exactly what you need right now to get to the next level. Your problem is you are not faithful to what's in front of you because you're not present where your feet are. You're not faithful to your husband, and I don't mean infidelity. I mean attitude.
You gonna talk to me like that?
Wife? Yes, sir. You're not faithful to your wife. You got your wife doing the man role and the woman role. Wondering why she don't talk to you no more. You're not faithful. You got work on your table. You said, Adrian, I promise I'm gonna do this for you. And God got that whole breakthrough for you right in Adrian's work. But since you won't do what you said, since you made a vow and don't want to keep it, it's hidden from you and you're never gonna get it. To be faithful over the few is to be rulers over many. And Deanna probably got $1 million idea from being faithful to Susan's project. Here's the deal. I talked to Susan this weekend, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. And I forgot to even ask you, Deanna, because your birthday and stuff got in the way. But come to find out, Harvest says you had been faithful, because I knew I didn't drop the ball over her. I know I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing because my fingers hurt. You know, I need to shave. I'm so busy. You know what I'm saying? I'll be all penciled up. I've been so busy I ain't even shave. So I know, but I'm telling y'all, there is a blessing, Grace. Your financial breakthrough is in something that's in your present that you are ignoring. Wherever you have a need, you have stopped planting seeds in that area. Because you cannot have needs and also have seeds in that area. If I'm not mistaken, and I promise you I'm gonna give you the psychology of these prompts, but if not, I'll wait till tomorrow and I'll do it. But if I'm not mistaken, Jerome was taught, be not weary in your good doing.
Come on, due season.
In due season. Tell him why, Grace. Tell him why.
You will reap if you think not.
Grace, sound like you and Jerome had the same teacher. Sound like y'all had the same teacher. So what you're telling me is, Grace, that if you have a need, but you have been planting seeds, then you are not struggling, Shelley. You're growing weary in your good doing. But if you just hold on.
Watch yourself.
You just said it. If you hold on, you will what, Grace? You will reap. So what you're telling me is
help is on the way.
So Adonia is going to retire with more money than she can ever imagine or think of, exceedingly and abundantly. It's just not. Is that? Did you snatch it out of Ephesians? Did you snatch it out, Jerome? Because I believe it's Ephesians 3:23 or something like that. I think it's in there. I think it's right around there. But unless y'all took it out, Adonia is going to get exceedingly and abundantly above all she can ask or think. And the dollar amount that she is asking, there is a power in this world that's going to give her more. It will get hard. But if she do not faint, I'm gonna press this point. Y'all gonna get this today. Okay. If she just keep going and do not give up. How to end, Grace? What's gonna happen?
You will reap if you faint not.
Jerome, does it take talent to reap? Do you need to be a white male to reap?
All you gotta do is stand at the window, hold your hands up.
So something in this universe that made it so easy for all of us to reap. It rained on the just and the unjust. Everybody get the rain. Grace, I feel like I'm not even talking. These ain't my words. I ain't made up a single word. I can't even get credit for what I'm saying. This has been here for thousands of years.
Yeah.
It's been written on tablets, etched in stone. One dude went up a mountain and broke him. Had to go back up and get some more stones. That happened. Okay, Susan. Did that happen? They got another appointment. Didn't that happen, Grace? They got to do that. They got to do me.
It did.
I ain't making this up. If you stay faithful to the few, Deanna, you are looking. Now I'm back to you now. What else? What else in your life is about to be watered and blessed because you stay faithful to a task that had no fireworks around it? Let me tell you what, okay. This time I'm gonna put my weight on it, Grace. Let me tell you how good Grace God is. Deanna did work for somebody else and then had me and God had me in an extra meditation moment just to come up with the subject and the class and the title to look for a volunteer. And she didn't even volunteer, so you must be my volunteer. That's a whole lot of coincidence. Or that's a whole lot of answered prayer. I'm gonna let you choose. That's for me in my house, Grace. You know how that end, huh? Okay, you know how that end.
We will.
Okay,
That's it.
okay. Jerome.
My God don't do coincidence.
Okay, there ain't no coincidences, huh? Because we know that all things are working together.
Yes, I saw her on Facebook yesterday, and she was gleaming. Do you hear me?
Somebody must have did a good job. Somebody must have did a good job.
Was gleaming. And look at the day. Come on now. Bless the Lord.
Yeah, somebody must have been a good job. And how many of you know that the opportune time waiter is waiting?
It was awesome, bro. It was so awesome, bro.
And the opportune time waiter, you know, don't you, Grace? The opportune time waiter, huh? I look at her happy. I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna wait. He gonna make a comment she ain't gonna like. Then I'm gonna get her right there. Don't fool me now.
That happened.
Don't fool me now. That's how it work, huh? You know what? Grace too happy. Let me have him text message her real quick. She don't like him anyway. Text message to mess up her whole mood. Now she ain't making no more money. let me have Shelly come in this office because somebody done lied on her. Shelly ain't doing her work. The opportune time waiter. You understand? All right. What I'm gonna tomorrow, Grace, remind me. Tomorrow's subject is that I'm gonna take these same prompts and I'm gonna give you the psychology or the science of prompt engineering with ChatGPT. That's it. The science of prompt engineering with ChatGPT. There's a reason why I get more out of it because I'm a machine learning engineer, and I would teach you, and you'll have that same concept. You'll be able to do it yourself.
Okay,
trust me.
Because if you don't, then you're gonna be she'll be mad at you. Okay?
Well, I just don't want to extend it. But here's the deal: 3 years from now, I wouldn't say 3. 2 years from now, prompt engineers are going to be 6-figure jobs. Remember, data scientist wasn't a thing until we start collecting information like banks. When everybody is using artificial intelligence to do things, and we will, now it's going to be who gets better, who gets the most out of it. I guarantee. I'm getting ready to write an article about it sometime maybe this week. I guarantee you that what's getting ready to happen. So colleges are already doing what you call direct enrollment. Have y'all heard of it yet? They just started. Some of them on board. The student builds a profile and they kind of build college around you. It's a good idea too late though. It's trash, but it's a good idea too late. I'm gonna write 2 articles about it. It's a good idea too late. And what's happening is industries are liking it so much because it's been doing pretty good that now we're starting Industrial Revolution Part 2, just with technology. Industries are now saying, well, use these skill sets, teach them how to go into my job now. But see, here's the problem with that. The problem with that is, and don't worry about it, I'll explain in great detail, but the problem with that is Stephanie can do this for free. So why pay a college $40,000 a year? Some stuff is common sense. Or maybe that's just the black mother in me coming out. Because if I ain't got to spend no money, I won't. Now listen here, shut up. When we get in the store, don't you ask for nothing? Is that don't you ask for nothing? Don't you? You ain't get nothing. We go straight in. We go straight out. That's just my people. I don't assume that conversation happens from other people's, but I know my people. What's wrong when we get in the store? Now, if you pinch the tit, that's when we're gonna have the circle. Don't you act up in the store.
Okay.
Don't you act up in the store in front of these microphones? You understand? You know what went there, Grace. You know it went there. You know, the microphone folk, you know it went there. But you act in front of him, because I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna go to jail, but you're gonna go to hell. Not anybody ever said that. No, I'm just joking. Ain't nobody ever said that. That's a little too much. That's a little too much. All right, ending. I promise you, Miss Stephanie, thank you for being here. I promise you. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, if you stay faithful, some of y'all, you're two-faced. And I don't mean it as in, oh, this is what it did last night. And I don't want like Grace to think, he mad at me, or I don't want Deanna to think. Nope, I'm not talking about specificity. I'm saying you're two-faced to you. You love the Lord, or you got prayers and affirmations, and you got unstable emotions. Which one do you think you're reaping? Because emotions, right, Shelley, emotions are the fertilizer. If you're willing to ruin your kids, like if you are so emotionally unstable that you're willing, and this is what we do. We don't think like this. We don't think like this, Jerome. I told my dad this. I told my dad, he was like, man, that's good. Because my dad did not raise me properly. I told my dad, my only job is to make sure my kids walk out this house with no childhood trauma that they got to get rid of in their 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s. 55, getting rid of childhood trauma. That's a fact. My kids don't have any childhood trauma, and I got a few more years now. They're trying to keep it that way. Now they're gonna have problems, but it ain't gonna come from me, Jerome. They need as little problems from me as possible. Emotion is nature's fertilizer for your manifestations. When you pray and don't believe in your prayer, there is no receiving. There's no seeking and asking, and the door should be open. I don't care if you're a witch, a Muslim, Christian, or anything in between. We're all saying the same thing, and hear me well. This is what happens. So Deanna goes, I don't want to be with you no more, Grace. Okay, and then Grace, congratulations, y'all married now. And then Grace is like, okay. So now Don grows up in a jacked up household. Because Deanna's so emotionally unstable that she done broke off a good relationship. And now her son has to go through that, just like she did, repeating the habit. For what? Was she thinking about her son when she was emotionally unstable? Nope. But we don't think about how much our emotions are affecting 7, 12 layers down. Because we don't care. Because when you're mad, nothing else exists, huh, Jerome? When you're mad, Shelley, whoever the beep made you mad is the only thing that exists. And this motor scooter got to go. Who know what I'm talking about? But Jerome, the Lord, I want her dead. You come on now. This is because that's what anger does. Anger overrides intelligence. Don't you sit up here and act like, but not me. So I get you a robot then. The rest of us, humans, anger is designed to override intelligence and make us stronger. That's why successful people get angry at their goals. E.T. say be pissed off for greatness because it gives you that strength. But when you take that masculinity and aim it at grace, well, now you got a whole different problem. Be faithful to the few. I'm done. Grace timing for 90 seconds. Be faithful to the few. I know you go, man, whatever. Okay, then whatever way. See how it work out for you. Or trust that source has not trust that you are here for a reason and you're not here to be hurt. Your current geographical place in this planet right now, your financial situation is here to bless you. But you don't know what I'm going through. No, you don't know who you are. I said what the hell I said. I know what the hell I said.
Watch yourself.
Because God has never taken you to a place, Jerome, to hurt you. And if you don't have that much trust in your ancestors, in source, in God, then you have missed the point of life, because you did not come here to be hurt. You did not arrive in this moment to be confused. You arrived in this moment to pause, let all that energy pass you up, and find that still soft voice. Let me take that out of religion and say what that sounds like today's world. Pause, calm yourself down, and find your next right move. Because your next right move is never loud, Adonia. To you and your heart and your vibration, it's like a roaring engine. But when Adonia pauses, because Adonia is going to have a meeting today that is unworthy of her. How could she not? You do understand that the whole point of corporate America is to get what corporate America wants.
You got Miss Shirley, Mom, amen, and you and taking notes.
Okay. Amen, Shirley, Mom, right? Think about it. The whole point of corporate America is to get what corporate America wants. Corporate America don't want Adonia, they want to use Adonia. So everything that's going to happen to her is going to be unworthy of her. That's why she's taking back her own life. That's why she invests. Because she say, I know y'all ain't got my best interest. So I got my best interest. So you stay faithful.
100% fact. I'm pulling in this driveway, this office right now, and I got an attitude. Just all of a sudden, I got an attitude. I don't want to go in here. I don't want to fix people's problems. I'm sorry. I do, but I want to do it. I'm sorry. I'm just
Yep.
pain.
That's it. No, that's it. Y'all hear that? Whenever you get to the point to where that starts happening, that you be like, oh my God, it's a good day. Got doggone stupid job. You know what I'm saying? Or you walk in and you put your keys in the door and you go, I feel be disappointed as soon as I walk inside. We all had that relationship. Don't act like you didn't. That means your season has ended. There's some real conversations you need to have. Amen. There are some serious conversations. Adonia's recognizing that, because emotion is God's first language. God speaks through you through emotion, vibration. It is vibration how God's talking to you. So now when Adonia pulls up, big her, God her, is saying, this is not our place no more. That doesn't mean don't bloom where she understands she's going to bloom until she's moved. But all these long-term plans she have, her vibrations say, stop that. We getting ready to move. The season has ended. Somebody needs to hear that. Grace, I went 90 seconds over my 90 seconds. I do apologize. Somebody needs to hear that, though. As a matter of
because the emotions.
Hold on real quick. This I'm gonna do, y'all. I know y'all gotta, I'm gonna go into a little overtime. I know you gotta get out of here. You can't plant better, you can't dominate. Y'all go ahead and hang up. I still got a word.
I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna go in with positive. I'm gonna go. I changed my mind. I'm gonna go in. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna go in. It's gonna be good because I'm going to make it good. So thank you, but I am going to walk in.
There you go.
I just took a deep breath. I'm good.
Well, and it's good to recognize you got both emotions. My season is up, but I'm gonna make the best of it, is what she's saying. That's all she's saying. Y'all clap for that, because that's a big deal. That's my spiritual maturity. Woo! That we not, we don't get that every day.
Say hallelujah.
Yeah, no, it's perfectly fine. to know my season is up and this place is not for me no more. But at the same time, be angry and do not sin. Ain't that in that, Jerome? Okay, I just want to make sure that all right now. You know what I'm saying? So now she understands what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make the best of this. I'm going to bloom while I'm planted. I'm going to show my sacrifice for my own glory with my positive attitude. Okay, so if you got to get out here, go ahead. I'm gonna spend about 10 more minutes because there's every time I try to hang up the drone, I can think of a scripture go, ooh, speak me, right? Every time every single time. I mean, I keep trying to go. All right, y'all, let's get out of here. But me, bring me up, right? Go ahead, Grace, you're going to say something.
I was just gonna say, it was quite a few people that told me, girl, it's time for you to get out of that apartment. It's time for you to go. You told me, Deanna told me, my sister told me, but it wasn't there yet. And then God told me, hey, you wouldn't hear from these people. So I'm finna come to you.
And it was discomfort.
Yes.
See, whenever we move too late, it's always with trouble. Now, see, this is what see, God will come to Melissa, be like, Melissa, this move. And it come from Jerome. Then it come from Antonio. And then God will come to Stephanie and be like, co-worker. I don't know. I don't know why I'm telling you. I just want to tell you. You ever had somebody just come to you that I don't know why I'm saying it. I'm not sure where this is coming from. I just felt like you just needed to hear. Yeah, that's what you call God. Then you don't listen. Then you don't listen again. And then you don't listen again. You don't listen again. So God sent a hurricane. So since you didn't want to move in peace, I'm going to send you disaster and force you to move. But no, I love you. I love you, Stephanie. So when I blow the hell out your feet, and I will, they're going to land where I was trying to move you gently.
So
I was trying to get you to walk wherever your feet shall tread. I was going to give to you. But since you didn't want to do that, you're going to miss all those blessings, but I'm going to blow you where you should have been. See, I send the storms for a reason. Since you won't move, I'm going to blow you. But you're going to move. Jonah. So you don't want to go to Nineveh, huh? Get in this well. Well, it was big fish. We didn't know that said where. The text says big fish. Get in this big fish. But you're going to go to Nineveh. The historical complexities about that text is so amazing. Because for one, Jonah ran a day away from Nineveh. Then at the end of the text, he had to go, when he finally got spit off on the shore, it was a day's journey in to Nineveh. So that's two right there, Grace. And he spent 3 days in the fish, in hell.
Watch it.
And the fish was GPSing to the shore. So, Shelley, God's trying to tell you, now you're going to do what I told you to do. Nah, you can do it peacefully or get your butt in this well. But you're going to do it. You're going to get there. You hear me, Chef Jay? You're going to do it out here. You're going to do it in jail. You're going to be a chef out here, or you're going to be a chef in jail. Better watch your attitude. She's going to be a chef. She's going to be a chef. She's going to be a highly celebrated chef that the world respects. It's going to be Prison World, Unit C, 54 people, or CNN, ABC. You get it? But it's going to happen. She's right. If I go to prison, I'm still going to rock it. You get it? She's going to be the best cook in prison. She's going to be like, man, look, you get the noodles and the soups, man, and she's going to be making miracles. Or she can do it by walking. And I know this seemed like it came out of nowhere, but I'm telling you, y'all, I gave you a chance to get out here. You want to? Let me tell you, I'm telling you now. if you stay faithful to what's in front of you, every single thing you need to get to your next level is already there. You don't need to pray. See, this is the problem. This is the problem with the church. And I don't mean to attack the church, but Shelly, I got to keep it real with you. The problem with the church is they only teach you how to pray. Do you mind, Jerome, if I accidentally push back on that? I'm doing real gentle. I promise. I'm gonna do it real gentle.
Well, before you push back, if you stay faithful to what's in front of you, everything you need
to get to your next level is already there, and you don't need to pray. So I need you to put, and you don't need to pray. It needs to be in there because you already prayed, didn't you, Shelly? Did you and God already agree that you were going to be blessed before you got here? And what you're currently praying for, have you already prayed about it?
And all things work together for the good for them that love the Lord. All things, not some things. All things.
That's a grown man talking. Y'all hear him? He been saved low and I've been alive. I wasn't even born yet when he got saved. You hear me? So he kind of know what he's talking
about. But
Antonio,
I'm glad you keep saying that because that's something that I do too. And I'm sitting there, Jerome, When you sent Grace sent that little note about Pathbender, I did it the first day, forgot it the second day, went back and she sent a note the second day, and I said, oh, I didn't read that. Went back and looked at it, and what blew me away was what you had written the second and the third day. I had already started the first day and didn't know I had done it.
Didn't even know you did it.
I say, look at this. Because I had made up my mind I was going to take this seriously. And I say, so if you're going to take this seriously, Joe, what do you need to do for you in order to take this seriously so it can be profitable? And then when I got the second and third day, I went, I had already started that the first day. So it's already there. It's
already there.
We got to walk into it and we got to, like you talk about that vibration, we got to relax so that we can feel it, so we can see it and go, oh, damn.
Yep.
There it is. There it is.
There it is.
I'm really excited about this time in my life. I'm really excited because I'm sitting there going, man. And I don't have everything I want.
Yep.
I don't have everything I desire, but I know it's there. And instead of me being, and the book say, be anxious for nothing. Don't be anxious.
Yep.
Trust him. Because if he's God, and you said that one time, if you ain't trusting him, then your God ain't big enough. I went, no. I said, no, he didn't.
You can't, if you can't tell me nothing, what you gonna tell me? Shelly, sum up your Bible, trust. What else is about? Trust. What else is about? Winning. Why? Because you trust it. So if you ain't paying tithes, you telling me you ain't got no faith and you don't trust. The hell you gonna tell me about? What you gonna tell me about? What you gonna tell me about? There's only two things, faith and trust. You can't, sir, you can't even preach to me. Watch out. Watch out. You can't even preach to me. You can't even preach to me. That's a basic thing. Faith and trust. You ain't got enough faith to let it go, and ain't got enough trust, no God gonna give it back. How you gonna tell me something? You can't tell me nothing. You cannot tell me. When I it was that Miss Brenda. When I realized this years ago, I'm gonna tell you what it was. And I don't do it no more. I'm gonna tell you what it was, Jerome. It's honest and truth. I said to myself, all right, then, this motor school. I was mad as hell when somebody was saying, like the talk I'm giving you out right now pissed me off. Like, let me tell you right now, the dude that was talking, I don't know, it was a long time ago. It was decades ago at this point, was saying this. I was mad. He don't know what he's talking about. Whatever. You don't know what the hell I'm going through. Come on, y'all ever been losing so much, you mad. You get mad at God. I know y'all saved. Y'all ain't never been mad at God. Jerome, me and God have had some serious conversations, which I should have been struck down immediately. You understand? I mean, immediately. I don't even know how I survived these conversations, Grace, because I was out of line. Out of line. And meant every word. Kill me then, whatever. Like, I meant every word. I'm talking about real anger. Real anger. And so, don't tell me well, everything you need is right in front of you. White man, you don't know what it was white man talking. You don't know what the hell you talking about. That's for white people. That ain't got nothing to do with black people. I'm just keeping it transparent. I'm just keeping it real with you. I ain't white man. Shut up with all that, white man. And I hear you. I respect what you. I respect you. I respect what you're saying. Don't bring that white stuff, white folk stuff over here. You don't know what black people go through. Real talk. And I was like, after I cussed a little bit, when I got home, and I cussed a lot. You know what it was? You know what I realized when he was talking? God told me something. I'm so guilty. God was like, I already gave you your $1 million idea. I gave it to you. No, the hell you didn't. This is And I remember sitting still, and I remember going, okay, then where? God said, it's in the house. The bleep it is. No, it ain't. You tell me it's in the house. It's in the house. You know what it was, Grace? All them unread books I hadn't read.
Shut up.
I was so convicted. See, I was buying books. I was going to seminars. And I was buying books. Never reading them. Who know what I'm talking about? See, I wasn't faithful to those books I was buying. And the whole time, Chef Jay, my breakthrough was in the doggone books. It was. And I don't mean the usual saying, you know, if you want to hide something from a Negro, put it in the book. I'm not saying that, although that's very factual, but that ain't what I'm saying. I have no doubt. I ain't on that energy. I'm saying I was in the right place. Okay, hear me well, Deanna. I was in the right place. Something told me, get that book. I don't know what it was, but get that author book. I got it. I got that CD set. This is when you remember the Library on Wheels. This is back in the day where you got the CD disc and you turned your car into Library on Wheels.
A Drive Time University.
Drive Time University. Remember that there? I bought that CD. Bought that 8-disc set. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That 8-disc set. Bought that thing. Put my little binder out with the little, you know, with all the CDs in there. And I had the little business section right there. And Chef Jay, I was at the window of heaven. The blessing were pouring out. I picked up the blessings and put them on the shelf. And so when that man was talking, everything y'all got, you got everything. It was Presley Swaggerty, by the way. This is who said that. It was Presley Swaggerty of Ignite Energy. Presley pissed me the hell off. First off, white man. Okay, I'm telling you y'all can cancel me. I'm telling you what I said. First off, white man, you know, coaches for where I come from, but millionaires now, 8 figures. That ain't a black thing. That's a white thing. Only white coaches go from coaching to 8 figures. I'm not telling you that I'm right. I'm giving you my ignorance. That's all I'm doing. Like, please don't make a theology out of my ignorance. I'm sharing my ignorance with you, hoping it kind of sounds like some of the stuff you say. I'm just okay. Hold on, white man. Get out of here. You don't know. Hey, we can't even get the damn coaching job. Well, that's what I'm saying. Where's Shelly, my man, so she can hear what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real. Can't get the goddamn coaching job. But it wouldn't leave me though. I'm like, hey, what is it? It's in the house. And I said, well, it got me. Sure enough, about 12, 13 books from these authors I have met. And everything I needed was in those books. But I wasn't being faithful to the few. See, I was being faithful to showing up, but not being faithful to following through.
Get out of my life, okay? Get out of
somebody
my
gonna
life.
get help today. I don't
Get
know who
out.
this
Get out
podcast
of my
goes.
life.
I hear you, Grace. This podcast goes up today. Somebody gonna stay to the end to get helped. See, we think showing up is what God wants us to see. But I was there, God. You weren't there in the right spirit. You weren't there like Melissa. You didn't show up and follow through. I truly believe that Melissa has done every single class after class that we have taught since she's been here. I'm just every time she come back and be like, well, yeah, I accidentally made 6 new positions by accident. But she always damn Melissa. She not gonna stop until she's the first trillionaire on the planet.
Melissa just found 7 more books I needed published that were in my email.
See, in the email. Yeah, here, just sitting there. Why? Because she heard me say, be faithful. You know, let me check. Antonio might be right. He usually is. Let me go check my email real quick. I keep that. It keeps saying 623 people have been here. Let me go check my email real quick. Nice, guys. You get it? Stay. I promise you. I know we went over. I do. Actually, I don't apologize because you're going to get this word, Stephanie. You're going to get this word. God dog it. You're going to get this word. All right? I'm telling you right now, everything that every last one of us needs is in our grasp. Something, my marriage is on the rocks. Whatever you got going on in your life, you have everything you need to fix that marriage. Because let me tell you something. There is no such thing. Grace, please write me down. I've been saying this. I've been saying this for over a decade now, and I got it from my friend, Pastor Charles Wheat. He sleeps with his ancestors. He taught me. I've been teaching everybody ever since. There is no such thing on this planet as marital problems. There are only character problems that bubble up in a marriage. You ain't got no marital problems. You got a you problem. You showing up in that marriage, causing problems. They ain't like that one. It ain't gonna stop being true, though. It ain't gonna stop being true. There are character problems. They bubble up in a relationship. Think about it right now. Again, remember how I always say, I know we tired. But I want you to pay attention how every time God starts talking your breakthrough and how sleepy you get. That's an allergic reaction to your prayers. Pay attention to when you pray for something, it'll show up for you, Shelly, and then you get distracted. And we all know this to happen. Because I tell you, if I say, all right, let's meditate real quick. As soon as everybody get quiet and start meditate, you're going to feel something crawl on your arm. Ain't nothing there. But you're going to swear up and down. There's a spider on your arm. You know what I'm talking about, huh, Grace? You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden you get this itch across your neck. Like your body.
Always on the face.
Oh my God. Your subconscious will do everything it can to keep you on the path that you don't want to be on. Because that's what you taught it. Your subconscious is obedient. It has no opinion. If you teach it, this is our standard of living. If you don't think so, meditate and see what happens. Meditate and see what happens. Go meditate and see what happens. Something crawling on me, right? Or you start thinking about stuff you ain't thought about in 13 years. Man, they sure did lose that Super Bowl by 1 inch, man. You think about this now. Man, I remember the Cold War, the Berlin Wall. This ain't no history class. So just say you're absolutely right. I was making them desserts until 3 a.m. Saturday because God said, hey, get up. I was like, ugh, I'll do it tomorrow morning. Thank God I listened. because I was not going to have time to do them the following day. See that? See that? That was faithful. She was like, I just need some sleep. Get up. I ain't even got on no shoes. You don't need none to cook. Get up. But my son been acting up all day with all that energy. Get up. You're not going to tell me why? No, I'm not telling you. Get up. That's how God talked to me. I ain't telling you nothing. Get up. And sure enough, she'd have ruined her whole reputation if she wasn't faithful to that 3 a.m. Look at them desserts. Y'all see her post in the chat? Look at that.
Come on, Chef Jay. I'm hungry.
My thighs just got bigger looking at that. Look at that. That show. She made a bunch of them too. There's 6 of them in that one picture. 6 of them. Anyway, I done held y'all long enough. God is good. Okay, amen. All the time, and all the time, God is good. However you want to process that information. And I just want to tell you that you are here, not just here in this location, but if you are still alive, God ain't through with you yet. And I promise, Grace, I just got to get this out. If you are still here, you are not done, because every story on the planet that God has ever written always ends with God winning and on a high note. Listen to me. The only way to stop this, my friends, is suicide. That is to interrupt the narrative before it finished. No. I want you to think about every sacred text. I don't care what you believe in. I'm so glad you believe in it. If it does not end on a high note, God ain't through with you. Grace, that's my best stuff. I mean, this is the first time I ever said it out loud.
Okay, because when our friend's brother just passed, and I'm like, man, the boy was just 40. But I had you in the back of my head, and because I heard you say, even when babies die, that's all the time God needed for them.
Fulfilled his purpose.
Fulfilled his purpose. I said, wow. I'm telling you, the day, when I called y'all the day he died, the next morning, him and his wife were going in the morning out of town to celebrate their 10th anniversary. And I said, man.
She going through it right now.
Yeah. Man, but when you and said, man, God, you didn't want to wait till they got done celebrating. But hey, you go, okay.
I mean, you can it's 5 days. I mean, you can, listen. All of God's narratives end on high notes, Stephanie. If you ain't at your high note, God's not through with you yet. Your story is not done, Shelley. If you feel like this ain't your best, your story has still been written.
Sound like you was listening to me yesterday, Antonio.
I be snooping around, stealing y'all stuff. You know what I mean? I think so. I be snooping around too. Yeah, Shelley said that. I'm gonna say that. And I be in y'all houses too. Y'all don't even know it. I got bugs in y'all car. Listening to Shelley playlist, all that worship. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this Monday when she finished the worship playlist. I'm gonna talk about this Monday.
I know you be there. I be hearing you talk all kind of junk between you, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Oh my God. Oh, and grace.
Hey, God is too. Like, and again, I don't mean to say God violates your beliefs, but I'm trying to tell you something. It's not over for you, Chef Jay. You will get where you will get. It's not over for you. If it ain't on a high note, it ain't the end.
My mom said, what about her?
It ain't over for her. It ain't over. So that's it. It ain't over. Somehow, both of y'all are going to live the very best version of your life. Both of y'all. And it's going to come in a way to where all you can say is, that wasn't me. God did that. Go ahead.
Mama getting them crumbs fall from the table.
Man, there's some big old crumbs too, ain't there? Y'all, I appreciate you. I don't, it was something Deanna said when she was like, when she got that blessing from Susan, but that's it. That workbook outline is powerful, but it came when you were feeling not powerful. When you were in servant mode, your power came from serving. No longer do I come here to call you slaves. I came here to call you friends. Well, a slave knows not what his master is doing. And lastly, Grace, be not like those heathens on the corner of the streets praying out loud. They have their reward. But thou.
But watch it.
Thou prayest.
Go
Do you mind if I King James it, Grace?
Go ahead.
But thou, when thou prayest, go into thy closet and shut thy door.
Please. It's the only way you can say it.
And thy Father who seeth in secret
Will do what?
shall reward thee openly.
That's it.
Okay, then. All right, then. Okay, you can't play better. You can't dominate. Thank y'all so much. God got glorified today, Jerome.
Amen. And happy birthday, Miss Tiana.
Yes, happy birthday. Thank you so much, Miss Stephanie. We'll see you all tomorrow. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Do we have wins and challenges tonight?
Yes, 5:30. No, that's 7. That's 7.
Yeah, Wednesday challenge is at 7. I'll check to see if we're doing Let's Study a Book today at 5:30 Central. So
okay, I'm looking forward to hearing
Thank
y'all
you.
wins and challenges. All right, y'all.